What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite a while. I guess maybe just a little over a week, but it actually seems like quite a while for me. Today I'm going to be doing some work on the old 7.3. I wasn't sure if I was going to film it or not. It's not the most exciting, but I figured it's been a while since I got a video out to you guys, and the video might help some people out. So, as you can see, I've already gotten started a little bit jacking her up, but I have some squeaky brakes on the right side, and I'm 99% sure that it's not from the brake pads being worn out, as I've been in there before. But I believe it's something with the caliper pins. They need to be lubed back up. I didn't know anything about actually lubing up brakes until I got this truck and had to start doing it. So maybe this video will help some of you guys out, and maybe be entertaining, maybe be a little educational. But either way, I'm going to try not to make this too long of a video, not talk too much. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll update you guys as I go along. Alright, I almost forgot. I have some pretty exciting news to tell you guys at the end of this video. So I guess if you guys want to, you can skip to the end. I'd prefer if you guys stayed and actually watched the video, but magic of YouTube, you guys can skip. But I have some pretty exciting news for some upgrades coming to this truck very soon, upgrades with the fuel system. So stick around and watch it till the end, and I'll let you know what's in store. I'm pretty excited for it. Now we'll get back to work. Here we go, got the wheel off. Here's brake calipers. So the pins that I was talking about are these right here. Trying to block your light. A pin, there's two of them, one here, one on the bottom, and it slides into the caliper bracket right here. And that's what keeps the calipers centered or pushing equally on the brakes as you apply the brakes. So if those get sticky or dried out, they can start to stick, and then you'll start getting a squeak because one side of the brakes is applying more than the others, and kind of a domino effect of ruining your brakes. So it's nice to stay on top of it. I should actually end up replacing these at some point. They were pretty rough the first time I went in there. I just cleaned them up the best I could. And polished them up and stuff, but it wasn't perfect by any means. But I'm going to take those out, and we'll go from there. I'll show you what they look like outside of the truck. Here we go. Got the calipers off. That's just those two bolts. You got caliper pistons in there, and then these are the caliper pins. And as I thought, completely seized up again. I can't budge them. So I'm going to have to break these puppies out. Here's the lower one down there. But I'm going to get these puppies out and oil them back up. As you can see, I mean, a lot of times the problem with squeaky brakes is your pads are worn out. But you should be able to see that I got a ton of life left in these pads. So that's not the problem. It's just these pins just keep giving me issues. I should replace them at some point, like I said, but we'll get to that point eventually. yeah, so I'm going to try to pound these or pull these pins out, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, just got the pins out. They have these rubber boots on them, which looks like both of mine are a little bit messed up. They didn't quite get all the way in. Sorry, it wasn't on screen. You can see it's kind of dipped down right there, and both of them are like that because they both didn't quite get all the way in to the hole before it got tightened down, so it kind of pinched it in there. I think it'll be alright. I just got to try to get them all the way back in there. And then these are the pins. Pretty basic. They're still fairly greasy, but they're pretty dry, and they were fairly seized up. Not terrible, but they weren't moving smoothly. So I'm going to clean them off a bit, load them up with grease, fill the holes with grease some, and put them back in and show you how they should move when they're lubed up. So you guys can see this fairly well. It's starting to get pretty dark, got the light out, but here's an example of how tight of a fit and how these pins should be able to move. Is they're almost like hydraulic pistons where they're such a tight fit. Push it in and the pressure will push it right back out. So that actually makes it a little tricky because this boot right here, if you push it in too fast, the boot, that's what she said, if you push it in too fast, the boot itself will pop out of it, and I think that's why both those boots, when I pulled them out, they were kind of kinked because it pushed the boot right back out as we were putting it back in. So I found that you just kind of gotta put it in slowly. Just leave your comments in the comments. Put it in slowly and then just let it kind of sit for a little bit to let the pressure die down and bleed off slowly. You can keep working your way into it. But yeah, overall, as you can see, they move pretty good. It's how they should be. So yeah, I'm going to keep buttoning it back up, and then I will update you guys in a little bit. Alright, one last little tip for you guys is, you can see here on the back of the brake pad, you can see the rub spots to where the actual caliper sits. It's a good idea to lube those up. A lot of the squeaking you get is from the vibration in the pads, between the pads and the calipers. So you can lube these up and they should do a lot better. Just another quick tip. Most of you might know this, some of you might not. I didn't know that before this truck, so now you know, now I know. Alright, so another quick tip, putting the calipers back on. It's going to be extremely hard or impossible to put your calipers back on unless you recompress your pistons. But those are your pistons sticking out. I just got myself a C-clamp and a piece of angle iron, and you just slowly compress them back down, closing the clamp tighter and tighter, and they go right in. It's not an immediate thing. You gotta kind of tighten the clamp, the pressure will die down in the system, then you tighten it some more and you just slowly work its way back in. It's a little dark for me to film this for you, but it's pretty straightforward. You'll figure it out if you don't already know how to do it. Alright, so now you guys can see, got the calipers, pistons back into place, pushed back in. This should allow the caliper to drop right back in place, not have to fight it. Update you in a little bit. Alright guys, that'll just about wrap it up. Hopefully that fixes the squeaking issue. I think it probably will. If it doesn't, I'll be sure to let you know. As far as the sweet news that I have for you guys, now that's the end of the video, we will be doing a brand new upgraded fuel system from the tank forward on the 7.3. So that will involve dropping the tank, installing a sump on the tank, removing the factory fuel pump. We have an AirDog 165 to take its place, and then we'll be deleting the fuel bowl in the valley of the engine to get that crap out of there and make it a little cleaner. So I'm really excited to be putting in this fuel system. It should be a huge upgrade over the factory fuel system. and we should be doing that here pretty soon. I'll keep you updated as we go along with that. I know this wasn't the most interesting video, but I wanted to get some stuff out to you guys, kind of keep up to date with what I'm doing. Thanks for tagging along. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe to the channel. It makes a big difference on helping the channel grow. If you have any questions, I'm sure I missed something, so please leave a comment below. Thanks for tagging along, and I'll catch you on the next one.